Okay, so I know I haven't really made any videos, and then I don't know, maybe the past 10 days, 11 days, so because I didn't want to, I do like making these videos. No, actually, I love making these videos. It's because, well, I've been kind of sad, okay, so I know I haven't really made any videos in the past 10 days, 11 days, I don't know. It's because I've been kind of sad. I mean, I love talking to this camera. This is the camera is the only thing I can actually talk to on this planet. I love talking to the camera, but when I'm really sad, like I have been the past few weeks, I kind of struggle. I mean, I've tried talking to it, and then sometimes I'm like looking at myself, and I just hate the way I look. I know this makes me like turn it off and not want to make any videos. But I've been trying, but I just, every time I like click it and look at myself, I hate it. And I don't know why I'm sad, I'm sick of being sad all the time. I think it's just the people around me, they just make me so sad. And I think it all comes from my dad. Now, I love my dad. I do. I know I talk really bad about him on these videos. And, he's not great. He can be really bad. But I love him. When the whiskey hasn't got a hold of him, he's the best guy I know. When that whiskey lets go of its hold, he's the best. He's the best. But, I mean, everyone has their downfalls. His is just being, kind of rude, when he's drunk. But I mean, I still love him. I mean, it does sometimes get really hard, but I do. But I mean, I know this is gonna sound really dumb, but he's small. Like, he's like 5'6", and I'm 5'6". And I'm not gonna blame him, because it's not his fault. But I am gonna blame him a little bit, because I every day I go into school, I'm always the smallest. I always get reminded of how small I am, and like they always like say, "Oh, you look so small, Mikey," or "That coat makes you look so small." But I'm not even that small. Okay, 5'6" is basically average height if you think about it. And I'm not even 5'6". I'm 5'6.5". And they all say that doesn't exist, but it does. 5'6.5" does actually exist. I basically think I'm 5'7" now. I mean, I haven't been measured in a while, but I'm basically, every time I say I'm 5'7", or at least 5'6.5", they'll just say I'm a dwarf or a midget, and I'm not even that small. Okay, it's actually so disrespectful. But and I don't want to blame my dad, because it's obviously not my dad's fault, it's genetics fault. But I can't help it sometimes, like when I'm angry at him or I'm irritated by him, and I just look at him, and his small frame, I just think, that's his fault. He's the reason why I'm small too. And I'm not mad about it. Sometimes I do wish I was taller, but I mean, I can't blame him. But it is in my mind when I'm angry at him. I do really want to punish him for him being small, to make me small. He's always saying, like, and another thing that he's doing, and this has nothing to do with height, but another thing that really pisses me off when he says it is, like, I come out of him. Like, he's so abrupt. When he likes to give me little lectures, he likes to basically talk about, at the start, he'll like talk about how, like, I came out of him. I was like, no, actually, sorry, no, he produced me, because I didn't come out of him, because that is genetically impossible. But he talks about how he produced me, and I don't want to know. I want to think about my dad and mum having sex, because that's the only thing I think about when he mentions that, my mum and dad having sex. And they're not even together anymore, so why would I even want to think about that? They haven't even been together for the entire time I've been alive, so why would I even want to think about that? Honestly, he really annoys me sometimes. But anyway, like, he's not all bad. Now, I know I say that he hurts me, and he does, but he doesn't mean to. When he's drunk, he kind of gets really playful, and he gets a little bit rough. Now, he thinks that I kind of find it like I get like to play along, but it's because I have a nervous laugh that I can't help, and he has a nervous laugh too. We both have nervous laughs. That's another thing. Like, well, I don't know if it's been passed down, but we both have it. And I start laughing nervously because I just, when he like starts to like mess around, he starts giving me like a few jabs, and he doesn't beat me or anything, because you know, if he beat me I wouldn't say all the kind things I say about him, but he just gets a little bit rough, and he thinks that I enjoy it. I don't. I'm a very fragile boy. I don't like getting hurt, okay? I really do not like getting hurt. It's genuinely, it's actually crazy, because when I was a kid I used to love getting hurt, but now I think because I've been hurt so much as a kid, I just hate it now. Like genuinely, I used to annoy like when I was a kid, and I'm talking about like when I was like 5 or 6, I would like I'd annoy really big kids, and they'd start like chasing me and start kicking me. And I know this is gonna sound really, really bad, but I actually kind of liked it. I was kind of a bit of a masochist. But now as I've grown older, I even hate it when people touch me, to be honest. But anyway, but the main thing why I've been sad is obviously people. Now, I'm not talking about just my dad. You know, he's fine. Like he's okay. Like I know I talk a lot about him, but that's just because sometimes like I hate him. I genuinely do hate him. But then the next day I'll realize, and I'll look at him, he is just my dad after all, you know, and he'll make some like funny joke, and I just realize, you know, he's still like that funny guy. It's just, I mean, I don't blame him, I just blame the whiskey. That's the thing I blame. And you know, I mean, I've tried whiskey before, and I mean, I think I've tried whiskey in one of my videos, and I mean, it's horrible. Like it burns. I don't even know how he drinks it. But anyway, so these people now, they kind of call me things, you know, even teachers. Like there's this one teacher, like she calls me Dobby. She doesn't like, and I don't know if she's saying it because I look like Dobby, or she's just saying it because I'm small like Dobby. I don't know. But you know, like, I mean, it doesn't annoy me, but it's just a blatant lack of disrespect. You know, I mean, no, not a blatant lack of disrespect, a blatant lack of respect. She's just, I mean, she disrespects a lot of people. You know, I sometimes like see her like disrespecting someone there, but you know, like, I've never seen her or heard of someone call someone Dobby before, and she would call me Dobby. I mean, that's literally, you can't do that to your students. You can't disrespect a student by calling me Dobby. I mean, I don't even look like Dobby, or I'm small like Dobby, because Dobby's like 4 foot, and I'm like 5'7", so I don't even make any sense. And another thing, like on Monday, the first thing, I'm going to my first lesson, and I'm already being called ugly. He said something like an MTN or a sub 3, and it's like, I don't even know what that means. I mean, like, I don't, but I know he was calling me ugly, and I don't even think I'm ugly. I mean, I don't have some best features, like my hair isn't that good, but you know, like, I got nice eyes, I think, you know, and usually, I mean, this guy literally has the most big ass nose ever, and he's like calling me ugly. Like, it's, you know, it hurts, you know. And sometimes, like, I just wish I could just I don't know what I wish. I wish sometimes they'd be nice to me. Like, sometimes, like, they say things to me, and they think it's funny, and you know, it's funny at first, but then they just keep on saying it. Like, I'm wearing a blue coat today. You see, I'm wearing like a blue coat. I've got it wrapped around my waist just because, you know, basically, I got it wrapped around my waist because when I was just walking home, I just realized that like the past entire 3 hours at school, they were all calling me Smurf. Like, like, Smurf doesn't bother me, but this is a new coat. Well, it's not new because I got it at Christmas, but it's like the first time like I'm really wearing it, because I had to kind of like grow into it because it was kind of big at the start, you know, when I first got it. But you know, like, they keep on like calling me Smurf, and it just pisses me off. Like, I'm trying to try on something new. Like, my old coat, it had holes in it, and I had that coat there, and to be honest, I mean, it kind of stands out because I am blue, but like immediately just calling me Smurf when I come into the school, I mean, that's just so disrespectful. Anyway, oh, and people keep on like using me as a punching bag at school as well. Like they're doing it as fun, like just punch me. They come up to me and punch me, and like I know to other people when they do it, it doesn't hurt, but to me, like it hurts so bad. Like even now, like I've still got bruises from today from like them punching me, and they don't even realize like how much like this actually affects me inside and outside. You know, I get like worked up about it. It doesn't really bother me. It actually only bothers me when I make these videos because I just keep on thinking about it and how like they all just disrespect me every day. And especially the name calling as well. That's just I mean, like there's this one boy, he just every time I see him he's only ever nice to me like he's only nice to me when he wants to be. Most of the time he's just name calling me, like he's just firing strays at me all the time, and it was I mean, sometimes he buys me food, so it's kind of okay. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is about me that people just find so like they find so weak. I mean, I just think sometimes I'm different, but in a bad way. You know, I mean, I've always known I'm different to other people just because how I act, you know. I kind of think differently. I speak differently to them, you know. But I just want to be treated the same. You know, they only really make these jokes about me. Like, they're always targeting jokes at me, not really anyone else, you know. I just feel like the school victim in a way. And, you know, I mean, they probably just think it's funny, but I mean, I think it's funny sometimes, but I mean, sometimes I just think about it, and I do like I do think like, why is it me though? What is wrong with me? Why do people just see me as such like a weak ass boy? You know, and I just think, I mean, people are always insulting me, genuinely name calling, body shaming, you know, punishing me for like whatever, making me call them daddy, you know, like that is. I mean, if my dad find out the things that I mean, like I've had to do at that school just to like, you know, survive without getting like hurt, you know, he'd be ashamed of me. You know, I don't. As much as like again, I talk bad about my dad, I never want him to be ashamed of me. You know. I mean, he's definitely been angry with me. He's definitely been disappointed with me, but he can't be ashamed of me, you know. Like these insults that like they're not bad insults, but I mean, if it's every day, every time I go into the school, I like every day I go into the school, every time I step through that building, I know like I'm gonna be insulted, or I'm gonna be targeted, or I'm gonna be victimized in one way or another. And people have just constantly got to make jokes about me. Like, they just don't respect me at all. Like sometimes I think that they like me, but they just don't respect me. And you know, as like a fellow human being, I kind of feel, you know, I feel kind of like, you know, marginalized. In a way, like I just feel like they targeting me because I'm just different, and I'm not different in like, well, I am different, but like I'm like the same. Like I'm born in the same city as they are, but I'm like I don't know what it is about me that's so different. You know, I mean, I do talk a little quite differently. I do act differently, but I don't even want to be different. I just want to be normal, and I don't even know how to be normal. Like sometimes I just think I have like so many things wrong with me. Like this is the worst thing, is that like I'm always overthinking stuff. You know, I'm probably even overthinking this, but every day I just feel so awkward. I think that is the main thing about me that makes me different, is that I'm just so awkward. You know, I mean, every day, every time I like walk to school, walk home from school, I look at people and I just think like, why can't I be normal like them? Like even the people in the cars, when I see them, I want to be normal like them, you know. And I don't think I'm different, you know, in like a main character type way. I think I'm different in a really, really bad way. You know, my mind is just so, it's so, like, I just think that if I was to describe my mind, I would just describe it as weak, you know? I mean, and I know you guys, I know you say, like, oh, but you'll be leaving soon. And I know that, I do get that. But, like, this is the present. I'm not going to be leaving for at least, I don't know, more than a year. And I don't hate them, by the way. Like, they're okay. I don't mind what they say, actually. I know I say go on about it, but I don't actually care. It's just, I want to know what it is about me that's so, like, unique to them, where they all, like, I mean, I know a lot of people, like, they have, like, the victim of the friend group, but I don't want to be that person. But, like, I don't know, the way that they, like, sometimes speak to me, it's like they'll make jokes about me, and then they'll also want to be, like, be my friend at the same time. And I mean, I don't know how to describe it. I just feel like nobody likes me, but they also do like me, because the way that they act towards me, like, they'll be kind, but then they'll also make jokes, and then sometimes some of them, like, a few of them say that they hate me, and then the next day they'll want to, like, I don't know, they'll freaking say, you're right, Mikey, you're okay, Mikey. Like, this one boy, he every time I seem to see him, he goes, okay, Mikey, you okay, Mikey? And he thinks that I sound like that. I don't sound like that. I've got a deep, manly voice. I mean, what world do I actually sound like that? You know? Like, that's actually so disrespectful to just say I sound like a freaking, I don't know, sound like a freaking chipmunk, you know? It's actually, like, so annoying sometimes. But to be fair, at least I have you guys, though, because I know you guys don't judge me. You guys are, like, so, so kind. And I do really appreciate it, you know? And I'm not depressed. I mean, sometimes I feel like depressed, but I'm not depressed. And I genuinely don't care about what they say. You know, it's more like a self-reflection thing. It's not like what they're calling me, it's why they're calling me. I want to know why I'm so different towards them. Because all of them, like, obviously everyone's different, but at the same time, they're not, like, they have similar, like, you know, I don't know, they're not, like, they have, like, similar, not even, like, personalities, it's more just similar. I mean, I don't even know how to describe it, but, like, maybe it's not even the fact that they're similar, maybe it's just, I'm just so different. To me, they just feel similar, but they're actually not, you know? But, I mean, I have a lot of problems, okay? I mean, I worry about everything. I worry about what people think of me. You know, I worry about what I look like. You know, as I said, like, I haven't really been making videos just because, you know, sometimes I just feel like looking to the camera, I just feel so ugly. And, I get anxious about things as well. Even, like, the smallest things I'll get anxious about, you know? I mean, I'll sometimes get anxious about just going down the stairs to get a water bottle, because I don't want to wake up someone. You know, because the person, like, that I, like, stay with, they sleep. I'll just say it's my auntie. I live with my auntie, and she sleeps downstairs, and I don't want to, like, she won't do anything. Like, she's really kind and nice, and I don't want to wake her up, and I get anxious about it. So sometimes I just won't even go down there, and I don't want to think like that, you know. I want to be more confident, but sometimes I feel like I give people too much respect, you know. I like leaving people alone. I like leaving them to, you know, their own thing. I don't like, every time I feel like to, you know, if I was to wake my auntie, I feel like I'd be disrespecting it in a way, and I'm not, you know. But I feel really bad, like, because I've woke her up once or twice, and I just feel really bad, and it just makes me not want to go down there again. And I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I'm just below everyone, you know. I feel like everyone is just above me, and I'm at the bottom, and I feel like I deserve to be there, you know. I mean, I do things as well, like, just, I kind of, like, punish myself, like, I don't really eat that much, you know. I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch. I mean, I eat dinner, which is basically I just eat like, I like eating chips and chicken strips, and that's it. I'll have that like every day until Friday, where I have a McDonald's. And Friday is my favorite day of the week, which is weird because like Thursday is the worst day of the week. But no, actually Sunday is the worst day of the week. Thursday is second. But actually, I think Monday is pretty good as well. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Monday is actually a good day. You know, it's the start of the week. You know, fresh new day. Anyway. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I do feel like, you know, sometimes I just feel like I don't really belong in this earth, and that's not me trying to say like I wanna, like, you know, I wanna end it. I don't. It just, I feel like it's a privilege to be on this planet, and a lot of people, I think, when I think about it, I kind of feel like, you know, we should show respect to actually be allowed on this planet. You know, we should show like grace in the fact that we've been, you know, birthed onto this planet. We've came alive. You know, and I just sometimes feel like people kind of take it for granted, and I don't know whether that's me. I know I'm like really really weird, but I just feel like in general I just show too much respect, but it's just because I do have this mindset where I feel privileged to be, you know, on this actual planet, and you know, I wanna like, I wanna be respectful, you know, and I don't want to be respectful to like the other fellow human beings on the planet as well. Yeah, and like I mean, I'd rather be like kind of, you know, depressed in myself than have like a huge ego like other people. Like I genuinely would rather be insecure than have an ego, because I think having an ego might be one of the worst things on the planet. I mean, ego changes people massively. I mean, like even the most humble people on this earth can be just, they have that ego and it can just change them. Ego changes anybody, and I'd love to just avoid being egotistical at all costs. And I don't think I could ever actually be egotistical just because of the way my mind thinks. I mean, if I'm like feel privileged just to be born, I mean, there's no way I'm gonna like have an ego. You know, genuinely, if I ever grew an ego, if I ever felt like I did have an ego, I'd just look in the mirror and I hate myself more than I already do. That sounds like, I mean, actually, I don't look, I don't like myself, not because I hate the way I look. I mean, I don't particularly like my hair, I'll be honest, but apart from that, I don't really care. And the way I am, I mean, I don't like the way I am either. I just feel kind of, sometimes, you know, I just feel really weak and vulnerable, and I don't want to be like that, but you know, the way, I mean, I genuinely think it is all my dad's fault. You know, it all starts from him. He disrespects me, I feel like I have no respect, and other people notice that and they don't respect me, because why would they respect me if I have no respect for myself, you know? And I just, I wanna, I want, I want people to show respect to me like I show respect to them. You know, I don't call people names. I mean, I do, but like I do it out of, you know, like, I mean, I only really do it when they like kind of disrespect me. I mean, I call people, the people I call names are kind of like, they're not like me, they're better than me, but they're kind of similar to me, where people kind of pick on them and I like call them names, you know. I know like they're above me, I know, but like but the other people that kind of do it, I mean, actually, I say that, I call everyone names. I mean, I'm so annoying. I genuinely annoy basically everybody. I mean, they say I have a punchable face and stuff, so I mean, I'm not surprised I annoy them. Like, I mean, if they find my face annoying, then they're definitely gonna find my words annoying. You know, I call them names, you know, and they're not malicious names, they're funny names. And, you know, this is the worst thing is, you know, genuinely the worst thing is that I make up these things, these sayings, you know, like, like, for example, I made up this word, like, you know, I'd say, awkward. I know like about 10 of them say it genuinely. And then I also like would say, you know, let me get my eyes on this, which is basically just if someone shows you something, you say, let me get my eyes on this. And like I say that, I know like about 3 other people say that, and I just feel like as much as like they disrespect me, they're also copying me as well. And I'm not trying to say they're jealous or anything, but I feel like people just don't really respect me as a human, you know. They like me and all, but I mean, I hope they do. But they just don't. I just feel like they don't see me as an actual human being, you know, and that kind of makes me sad. But I mean, I've got to get on with it, and maybe one day I'll become, I don't know, I'll become the most famous person on the planet, and they'll just think, you know, like, I'm sorry I ever disrespected them. I mean, I'd never say that because that's an egotistical thing to say, and obviously I hate people with egos. No, I don't hate people with egos. I don't hate anyone. I hate egos on people, you know. And look, some people like I mean, my favorite footballer in the world, Cristiano Ronaldo. He has an ego, but like it's I think personally it's a rightfully deserved ego, but I still don't like his ego. You know, I mean, I don't think it's an ego. It's more of a confidence. But he has still got an ego, and I don't like it. I mean, it's a deserved ego. I don't mind people who have an ego that's deserved. Like, he's got an ego for what he's done. I mean, at the start of his career, he wouldn't have had an ego, but now he does. And I look at it and I go, he deserves that ego. But the thing is, though, is a lot of people with egos themselves will call out like a lot of people that have egos, and me as someone, I know I just said kind of hypocritical because I mean I can see people with egos, but the reason I can know that other people have egos is just because I obviously know a lot about the one trait that I absolutely despise the most, and obviously I try my best to avoid even having little bit of, you know, having little bits of it into my personality, because I genuinely I've got no ego whatsoever. And I think sometimes because of that, I think maybe because I've just built it into my mind to have no ego, it just makes me like this, because, you know, a lot of people that have egos aren't really weak or vulnerable, weak-minded, weak mentality, but I mean, I do. Sorry, I don't even know what I was looking at there. But I want to become better. You know, I have been trying, like this past week. You know, I've been changing. I've becoming less annoying. I've been becoming less annoying, and well, I basically just be trying to become less annoying, because a lot of people just they see me as just being annoying, and I think it's because my entire life I've been annoying, you know. They see me as annoying, and like because they see me as below them, and when I kind of disrespect them because I'm being annoying, or I'm just calling them something, and like again, I don't call them like harmless names. That I don't use like swear words or like horrible names. I call them like what I do is I call people names based on what they look like, and sometimes I'll say it in a way that's like, I'll say it in like a harmless way, and it is harmless because I'm calling them what they look like, and normally it's just like a weird looking cartoon character, but like I don't like to use like direct insults that I know. It's not necessarily that it could hurt their feelings, but it's disrespectful, because I don't like to be disrespectful as much as they are disrespectful to me. I mean, there is one person I like disrespecting, and he like genuinely, he grabbed me, he got me, and he started giving me a nudgy, and like I genuinely felt like I genuinely felt like a victim again. Like I don't know, like I got victim, but like I'm talking about a victim when I was a kid, and like I felt like in one of those films, you know, where a bully just starts bullying a kid and just gets him into a headlock and starts giving him a nudgy. That's what I felt like. I mean, he'd done it for a solid like 2 minutes, you know. Sorry, there's something on my phone, but there's he was doing it for a solid 2 minutes, and I just, I mean, I remember just, you know, sitting there, like in the chair. Well, I wasn't even sitting there in the chair because he'd actually took me off the chair. And I remember just sitting there like I was begging for it to end because it was like it was. I mean, I genuinely could not do any. I couldn't touch the top of my head. It hurt so much, and all I done was disrespect them. I didn't. The thing is, though, when I disrespect people, I call them names, harmless names, just obviously like lookalike names. For example, if there's one boy, I basically like call him like Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars, and it's like so funny. Well, it's not funny, but it was funny at the start, but it's not funny anymore. But obviously, you know, whatever. I basically, I don't remember what I said, but I said something disrespectful. The thing is though, I disrespect people in a weird way. Like it's a way that kind of feels like, I mean, I don't know, like, 'cause I know a lot of you are American, so it's something that English people say called smart arse. I personally have never used that phrase before because I don't, I mean, I don't know, I don't really like it. I don't know why, but it's called smart arse, and a lot of people say that's like I use smart arse remarks, and I mean I do, but it all comes from a place of just harmless humility, you know. Oh, that's not a word. I'm sorry, I don't know the word for. I think humble is humility. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, that's actually kind of bad for me because I was actually the top, like, set 1 English, and I don't even know what that means. Whatever. But yeah, this video, like, I know I've talked so much, and it is going to be long, and there probably is going to be, like, loads of gaps in it, because I didn't know what to say. Because, again, I do make these videos just straight off the, you know, the spot. I look into the camera and just say things that comes to my mind, and I stutter a lot because, you know, I've got no script. I'm not looking at something. I look at the camera when I say it, and I'm just trying to think of words, what to say, you know, because I think reading from a script kind of feels fake, and, you know, I want to be real. I want the words that I say to be real in the moment, and I mean, at a cost of that, I kind of sound like an idiot, but, you know, it's whatever. But I want you guys to know that I'm not sad or anything, you know. I am happy in a way. I do feel like I get disrespected a lot by everyone, you know, my dad, well, not really friends, but my classmates basically. And sometimes I feel like I'm over exaggerating, but I can just think of examples in my head of times where, like, they just go too far, or I feel like they go too far, you know. And I know I've said it so many times, but I want to be normal. I want to be not like them. I want people just to show me, even if it's just a little bit of respect, you know, because, like, the difference is, like, these people know me, and you guys, like, you probably know me a lot more than them do, but you, like, I mean, you only see me through a camera, and I just feel like you guys are just so much more respectful and kind than what they are, and it's just sad, because, like, I mean, know some of these people for, like, years and years, and I don't know. Even, like I'd say my closest friends, they just, every word out of their mouth is just trying to disrespect me or insult me. Like, I just can never have a normal conversation with someone. Like, I genuinely haven't had a normal conversation with a human, and I'm gonna be I'm being dead ass about this. I haven't had a normal conversation with someone like another human being in genuinely years, because like they just no, well, actually I can have a normal conversation with my dad, but like a normal conversation with someone my age, I can't. I genuinely just can't, because it's always just like they're always just trying to disrespect me. The like every word, like even like I don't know. It's not even like sometimes the words that they use. It's their tone, and or even when they ask me questions, and it's just a question disguised as disrespecting me. You know, I just, I mean, I guess it's just my life. You know, it's whatever. But it will get better. I know it will get better, and I do just need to improve myself one more. Look, I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to like make myself just a victim yet. Like, I am really annoying. Okay, I can be really annoying, but I'm trying to change. But it's just these people, they change, like the idea of changing doesn't even touch their mind, because they just don't think they do anything wrong. You know, the way that they speak and treat me, like that's at the bottom of their minds. They just think it's normal now. It's just normal to disrespect me, as if I'm not like really like one of them. Like, I'm a human being like you, and you just don't even see me as one. You just see me as a, like, basically just as a little, I don't know, like, sometimes I just think they see me as a little pest or a rodent that they just like to freaking make fun of, you know. And like the thing is though, like, this is not to be, but like, disrespectful to oh my god, I've used that word a lot, but to like anyone with basically disabilities, inside and outside disabilities. But I haven't got anything wrong with me, and like, I genuinely feel like I am like the most normal, average looking guy ever, and yeah, I just feel like I'm the most, you know. There's this in school, by the way. Obviously there will be way more people that have it worse than me, but like, I just feel like I know I'm picked on the most. I know I am for a fact, but I do want to know why. You know, I mean, if I could just ask God and just tell him, for him to tell me why. You know, like, I don't blame God. You know, I love God. I don't blame him for anything that happens to me. Or obviously, it is that I want it to be my fault. So if it's my fault, I can just I can change. But like, I don't want to do this thing where I just change and it keeps on happening. Like, maybe it's just I'm just around these people that already have like first impressions of me, and their impression of me won't ever change, just because, you know, I've been that annoying boy for so long, and it gets to a point where, you know, I'm just like, because they see me as that, they're just gonna see me as that forever. And maybe I do have to just find other people, but I don't know. But again, I am trying to change. I am trying to become less annoying. So there is that. But I want other people to change. You know, I mean, I hate being like just the targeted boy all the time. You know. I mean, even this girl in our class now, she freaking like sometimes insults me and make jokes about me. You know. I mean, not in like in a bad way, like, she's okay, but still though, whatever. It's whatever. But I am like gonna, okay, so I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh my god, I just thought like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. This is the hardest thing about making these videos, is talking to the camera. It genuinely is so hard. You know, I've got to like look at myself. That's why I'm always like looking to the floor, because I just don't want to look at myself when I'm talking. You know, I even hate listening to these videos back, because like, you know, everyone hates listening to themselves. But I mean, that's 45 minutes. I mean, oh my god. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was gonna say bye. I don't know when I'm gonna like upload this, but I do hope that all of you have like a really good day and stuff, you know. And I'll try and have a good day tomorrow, you know. But I mean, sometimes I mean, I don't even like people realize like having a good day is probably it's genuinely one of the hardest tasks. I mean, everyone aims to have a good day when they wake up, but sometimes it is so hard. I'm gonna go now. Okay, so I don't know when I'm gonna make another video. If it becomes sad again, you might not see me for like 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye.